Winners today, Chris. No. Sylvia comes in from 53, fading right. Won't go. The journey green. Oh, he dropped it. He had it on his chest. Gibbs is back on him, incidentally, and the ball's touched the behind post, so it'll be thrown in.
He's their key marking option inside 50 now. Brad Green, he took 6 inside 50 marks last week. He's already got 3 so far today.
Rain starting to fall. We'll get into Howie in a moment. McDonald. Maloney feeds it back. Morton, normally pretty clever with his skills. Where does he go? Miller in a good spot. Oh, Gisbert's paid. No, it wasn't paid the mark. Chance at ground level. Gisbert's does well. Watts immediately wrapped up by Jamison. And what's the umpire going to do here? Oh,
Back to it now. Straight up, George, straight up.
He was immediately tackled. Free kick to Jamison.
I'm with you, Chriso. No words required. It's either a mark or a free kick. Melbourne's way. Bate still down.
Really brave stuff from Matthew Bate.
Oh, Waite's been reported for the second time.
It's 50 metres as well.
This season, having served 2 weeks out of a game in Adelaide against Port.
Let's go 50 metres.
50-metre penalty.
You make contact. Nathan,
so he paid the mark, presumably, and then Waite arrived.
Now, Nathan Jones, you want to be really careful here. You've got a 50. Don't get it reversed. It's okay to go in and show some strength, but last thing you want is it reversed. Now, Matthew Bate, good to see he's up. It was really brave for Chris and Timo. As we all do, we admire this part of the game. He's always going to get some collision, and he wore it.
Waite was in flight by the time he marked the ball, which might be in his favour. That's for the match review panel to determine. Melbourne need a goal, and they don't get it. And they still trail by 32 points. That's a disappointing miss. Here we go. Waite setting himself to mark in flight. I don't know whether there's much you can do about that.
I think you'll find he doesn't have too much of a case to answer there for Tim. Once you are in the air, and you can almost see him actually trying to slow his momentum down. Right decision was a 50-metre penalty, and the free kick, no issue in terms of tribunal for me.
No, fair enough. So Jamison in the back pocket. Opposite pocket, Carazzo. Now Joseph, as they work it methodically out of defence. Back to Carazzo. Kick along the southern wing is a good one and marked by Brown. So the Blues have been able to respond to every Melbourne challenge. Jared Waite just forward of the wing. Kicks it quickly into the path of Murphy. Boundary line close and over. And a boundary throw in half forward. Mark Murphy, and together with Gibbs and Judd last week, had a combined 106 disposals, 40 contested possessions and 17 clearances, the big three. Scully, nice kick to Bruce, and he's got it at half back for Melbourne.
Gisbert's back to Bruce. Disposal number 14 for Jordan Gisbert's, and this will be 15. He might reach the 30 today. Bates got the chance again. Waited for it to bounce. Just didn't know whether he was going to get there for the mark. And the horses bolted. Joseph Thornton, Scotland. Walker there too if he wants him. And the Blues are out of trouble. And running into space out on the wing is Hadley. He's not the quickest, but neither is Bruce. And in the end, they're both happy with the throw-in. Jack Watts a little while ago, copping one in the face. Was that after he'd been pinged for holding the ball, Chris? Yeah. Injury to insult.
Wasn't a great couple of minutes for him. Gisbert after a beautiful tap from Jamar, but it ends with Simpson. Kick is a good one on the non-dominant side, and Waite's got it right half forward, 65 from goal. Kicks it towards Robinson, but well done, Morton.
He is a beauty, Carl Morton. No, he's missed a big chunk of season 2010 coming off a long-term injury, but he's all quality.
Yeah, nice kick too. Maloney, Scully. Melbourne getting it through the corridor. More floating type of kick. Down went Watts. Thornton was able to take the mark comfortably and find Murphy at right half forward.
Having a good day, Thornton has been talked about as one whose fortunes are declining a bit, but he's responding.
Murphy's short kick is okay. Houlihan kicked 3 goals in the opening quarter, Ryan Houlihan.
Such a good kick here, Houlihan. Normally hits the target.
Kicks to a 1-on-1. Weight too big, too strong for Bartram.
And that might look like the most precise lace-out kick, but the thing about it was weighted to the exact right spot that Waite wanted it. Now, one thing to just kick one low and drill one. Look at this. It's weighted exactly where he had advantage, and Houlihan has got that sense of what a forward wants and a teammate wants. Great kick.
Beautifully weighted. As Jared kicks from 50 metres. Oh, he squeezed it through from 45, I should say. Great goal. So, after all that, the Blues lead is extended out to 38 points.
Just the 3rd goal of the quarter. 2 to Carlton, 1 to Melbourne.
The well-weighted kick to Waite. And look at that. It is just exactly what you want. Delivered in an area where you can protect the space. Doesn't have to be bullet-like, just has to be in the right spot. And Waite did the job.
Carlton with a pretty good hold on the game at the moment. Scully puts Melbourne forward but wide. And again, it's Jamison with Green. So Carlton have been switching the pieces around back there after Green was giving Bryce Gibbs some difficulty. Should have 3 goals. Perhaps could have 4 if he hadn't dropped a chest mark a little while ago. Hadley getting a bit of it, but tackled here, ineffective kick. Scully to the boundary. And Melbourne badly needing to pull a couple back in the 3.5 minutes before half-time if they're to go in with serious hope of winning this game. Jamar beautifully. Maloney touched off the boot. First man there, Bennell. Gibbs just waits to corral him. Now Watts and Gisberts just keeps on getting the footy. Bennell again. Grimes has a look, steers. Not all that well. Sylvia in a gang tackle. Miller, rare possession. Just didn't realise he was about to be mown down. Thornton again doing good things for Carlton. Houlihan Anderson. That's a strong tackle from Sylvia. And it wins a free kick for Melbourne.
Trying to barge away through the tackle.
Yeah, the explanation from the umpire, he tried to barge your way through. He took the opportunity, could have given it off earlier. Strong tackle from Colin Sylvia.
Sylvia kicks it short. Straight to Houlihan. So Carlton in control, 38 points to the good. And they've been able to respond to every Melbourne challenge. Not that there's been that many of them. Scotland towards the wing. Jacobs and Jamar. Lands with Jacobs, and now they're away. Off to Betts. Betts from just the attacking side of the wing. Judd. Well done, Bruce, applying some pressure. Good tackle. Betts followed his kick up. Back towards Judd. Well done, Grimes. Stood his ground, Garland off the ground, boundary throw in.
See, Chris Judd there is absolutely filthy with himself, because it happens about once every 3 weeks where he goes for a footy and fumbles it. And look, he'd worked on about 4 or 5 efforts, so he's exhausted. Big excuse, but that is why he's one of the greats. He sets such a high standard for himself, and if he has one slight error, unforgivable.
Melbourne's defence still could be under pressure. Joseph to Walker. And Simpson is lunging forward, not able to come up with the mark. Gibbs, bait for Melbourne. And McDonald. The Demons hold up, but still time for either team to do a little bit of scoring here. Gisberts again.
Possession number 18, that is, Tim, for Jordan Gisberts.
And it was a beautifully weighted ball for Maloney. Trengove. Now the veteran Bruce on the centre line. Basically waits for the front half to set itself up. Holds the ball. Now he gives them a chance. Miller just didn't hang on.